3.
It's all yours, doctors.
Arnold, take compressions. Activate MTP and insert 2 large bore IVs.
ABC. We're going for the part. We're doing it.
I'm Zach Levine. I'm an emerge doc here in Montreal, and I'm helping teach the actors how to act like emergency doctors.
We've got a hit and run and 2 patients coming in back to back, so we gotta treat them both at the same time.
So here we are, Sunday afternoon on Transplant, on our set, our fabulous set, and we are prepping for a couple of big scenes this week, a couple of big medical numbers, whether it's a fight sequence, a dying sequence, a saving sequence. You have to practice them, and the more time you have to practice, then the better it gets.
Then you cut the muscle between the ribs, and then you put in your rib threaders.
Wow.
Those are the scissors and blacks.
You do, because no one...
This is what we typically do. What we do is we get the scripts, we go through it with a doctor, like Dr. Levine, break everything down, what we're going to need on the day, the types of props from our amazing props department, go through all of the medical actions, and then we will rehearse it. We'll run lines, we will run the action, and just try to make it look as realistic as possible, medically speaking.
So when a patient comes in, we've been taught to make sure the leads are on and put in 2 large bore IVs, make sure that we get readings on the screen.
What I've learned over the past couple of months is I have to read the script before, because at first I was just coming in cold, but I realized from the writing there's always like these nuances, and you really have to understand what happened to this patient, what's the background story. It's not just the procedures, because it'd be easy for me to just teach an intubation, you know, okay, I do that all the time, here's the technical stuff, but there's so much more. So it really makes a big difference if I read beforehand and I get an understanding of what's actually supposed to be happening. So now I'm doing a lot more work.
Oh, interesting.
Except for...
The hardest part is trying to remember all the choreography while trying to remember all the lines at the same time. We're trying to make it as real as possible. So if real life nurses or doctors watch it, they don't want to be taken out of the story, be like, oh, that's not correct.
They really want to understand, you know? They really want to understand what they're doing and try and make it look right, and try and feel the part.
I find that it's been just generally a very good learning experience that spills over into the slightly smaller scenes that we do.
And it's really nice that we get to do it before we start shooting, because it actually gives us, like, even like our body will remember what we're doing, and it'll go quicker and get used to the procedures that we have to do, the materials.
Just the words,
The
words that don't pop up in everyday conversation when you're not really a doctor.
Asystole, no cardiac activity on ultrasound, prolonged downtime. We managed to correct.
It's a real skill. Like, I know I couldn't do it. Like, I can't step into something and pretend to be that. They're able to get into the mindset of a patient, like this patient's dying and you're saving. I can't, without it being real. If you know it's not real, you don't have that urgency that you would if it's patient's actually dying. You need to open the chest really fast, really fast. And I would have trouble with that. But these guys, they're actually able to focus, and that's where they are, you know, for those moments they're actually saving a life. And so that's what makes them good actors, and what makes them believable when you actually watch them on TV.
If it looks like we're doing our job properly, it's because of them. And if it looks like we're not doing it properly, that's because of us. So.